thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against him? Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you. The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over, and now going for the finish. Big shot, and down goes Garcia. I don't know, I got to take another look at that. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Catch and shoot. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Stumbling around in potholes. In the last round, what do we have in store here?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion. Talk about Jorge Linares. There we go. It's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense.
Khan just got caught. And right back into the fray. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Good left counter that lands. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They exchange punches. He misses with that jab. It's all offense all the time. Khan now in some serious trouble. And they're down. Would be wise here to take.
That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
That counter shot lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might...
Oh, my word. Dalton Smith, look at... Oh, and that changes everything. And no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented. Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means it can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Counter punching. This fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. And there it is. The knockdown punch we knew was coming. Let's talk about Bud Crawford. That'll be a 10-8 round. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Good counter right hand again. Oh, my word. Dalton Smith, look out. Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Missed him with that uppercut. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
God, listen to them. Listen to them. You can hear the noise, but you don't know what they're saying. It's that loud. I'm sorry, man. I'm shouting you here. I'm sorry.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back. Swing and a miss with that hook. That hook was thrown. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas.
Oh, I heard legs just feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
That left counter was perfectly timed. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. Out of the way of that right hook. What a massive upset this would be. And right back into the fray. Left counter scores. Right punch. Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
One of the best fighters, Scotland, and they're down. Would be wise here to take. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it? quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these.
What a massive upset this would be. Down goes Josh Taylor. In the last round, let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
And this with that jab. Someone's will, one of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced, is in trouble. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
Every ticket is like golden. You cannot get these tickets. So if you are in this venue, you are watching this fight, trust me, we're lucky to be sat here.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How did he absorb that hook? Which fighter will say no? Usyk might go down here. What an upset! Disaster averted. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Big swing and a miss. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good left counter that lands. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you. They're both trying for a knockout. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? Nice exchanges from both. Enzo couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
We've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Down goes the hitman. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again. Left counter scores. On the right. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. No rest for the weary. Nice exchange. It's bombs away. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. That left scores. Right when you think the pace will slow down, and at some point the corner needs to think about stepping in here. You know the scorecards are going to be all... Ooh, that really hurt Sonny Edwards.
Oh, I heard that, never by saw it.
And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
I've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down.
And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in. If I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Some big trouble here for Showtime, Sonny Edwards. Oh, that changes everything, and down they go. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.